Hi, everyone. Linda B here, Chakra Psychic. And I'm here to give you more insights on some people, but I want to give you perspective about why I do what I do. And I want you to know that everybody has an innate energy vibration, that when you're true to that innate energy vibration and you're using your powers for good, then you're making the world a better place just by being yourself. So when I talk about different people that are in the news or politicians or just different people, I'm looking at what their innate energy vibration is. There will be strengths and challenges within each unique energy vibration. And I created something called Chakra Personality Types. So I put together the energy vibration based on people's chakras. I have more information about if they are visual, auditory, kinesthetic, or olfactory. How do they reinforce their viewpoint? Because the chakra personality type is how they view the world. And then their operating mode is how they reinforce that viewpoint. And then there's many other aspects that layer on top of this that make you unique. So if you think about it, astrology is showing somebody's innate energy blueprint at the moment they were born. So you can find out a lot about yourself through a natal chart or even through your transits. You can also find out a lot about yourself through your name and your birth date, and that would be with numerology. So all of these things are ways to help us to understand who we are and why we're here. That's the most important way to have meaning and purpose in life. I had to heal myself from depression over 30 years ago. And when I did that, everything made so much more sense. So if you're somebody who would like to know more about yourself, please like and subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be giving you a lot more information that way. I am a chakra psychic, Reiki master teacher, award-winning esthetician. I have been teaching energy healing and doing healing for a long time, but I've been teaching Reiki since 2001. So I healed myself from depression in the 90s. And then when 9/11 happened, I saw the whole country in a state of depression. And then Spirit spoke to me and said, "Hey, you have the solution for healing from depression." So that's when I got my calling to start teaching others how to heal themselves. And really, it's about healing your spirit. I'm not a doctor, but I have learned that depression is more a condition of the spirit than a disease of the mind. If you can heal your spirit, you can heal a multitude of problems. And I'll be talking about that as well. But right now I want to do a chakra personality profile and I want to talk about Stormy Daniels because she has been so strong to stand up, to Trump and all the things that he's been putting back on her. And I really have to give her credit. A lot of women are standing up and saying how much they like her. We admire her. And I want to talk about her innate chakra personality type. Let me just show you a little picture here. In fact, I'm going to use this small one. Hang on a second. Oops. I've got my beautiful garden background. Okay, so chakras are energy centers that fuel us with vital life force energy. Each chakra is associated with a color, a sense, a sound, an endocrine gland, and organs. So when you're healthy energetically within the chakras, you have vital life force energy that gives you meaning and purpose in life. You feel directed, you feel a sense of meaning, you know who you are. And that's why it's important to be balanced energetically. Now, the first chakra is masculine energy, and the second chakra is feminine energy. So think about centrifugal force, pushing out. Think about gravity, pulling in. These are two halves of the same whole. Or you have yang energy, which is masculine, pushing out, yin energy, which is pulling in, and you've got that yin yang. So the masculine and feminine energies are two halves of the same whole. You cannot separate one from the other. Now, most people consider the actions of the first chakra is all about self-preservation. So you are physical, you're using the 5 physical senses for self-preservation. The second chakra is feminine, and this is a feeling center. Here, you are learning how to relate to others. You tap into your creativity. You're using your 5 senses to experience the pleasure of the senses. And here's where you find your value and worth. Now, every now and then, you're going to get a woman who is a first chakra personality type. So this gives her more of the thinking, of the ability to be physical, to kind of make it in a man's world. And that's Stormy Daniels. And then from time to time, you'll get men who are second chakra personality type, which is going to make them more feeling. Doesn't mean that they're not manly, but it means that they have more of a connection to their feelings. And these men will tend to get along really well with women. Whereas the women who are the first chakra personality type will be able to relate to men. And a lot of times, these women that are first chakra personality types will have more men as friends, and they'll be able to manifest and do better in business than some other women that don't have that first chakra personality type or the operating mode. Now, the operating mode is how you reinforce that viewpoint. So you've got the first 3 chakras that represent the operating mode: physical, feeling, mental. So if somebody is first chakra personality type and first chakra operating mode, it's going to be all about self-preservation and self-preservation. That's Donald Trump. So he's a double 1. And so their first instinct is going to be to take care of themselves. Maybe families included. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's the tribe. But you really do have to watch out. If somebody is a double 1, it's really going to be all about them. And then the second chakra operating mode, they're going to be relationship preserving. So these are feeling people. They want to do things in relationship with others. Doesn't mean that it's a significant relationship, like a relationship, romantic relationship, but they just like to do things with others. And then the third chakra operating mode is mental. And so what that means is that they're social preserving. They know how to play the game. They do really well in the corporate world. They do really well in sales. They know how to motivate through words. And these are the best storytellers. So physical, feeling, mental. And so Stormy is a first chakra personality type. So she is somebody who's a real go-getter. She knows how to focus. She knows how to carve a new path. I mean, she carved a new path for herself because she was one of the top producing film directors for the adult film industry. Anyway, so the ones like to get out there and be first. They're usually the ones who get all the latest gadgets too. So they'll buy lots of stuff when it first comes out. They'll be excited with it initially, and then those things go to the wayside until the next new thing comes out. But they really know how to focus, and that's what makes them successful in business usually, that they know how to focus. They know how to take action. The problem with these ones is that they go so much. They're so physical because they have to get that outlet of the physicality. They go so much, they become workaholics, and then they get burnout and they start to have health issues, usually in their 50s. So if you're one of these first chakra initiator personality types, you have to watch out for that burnout. And these are also the people who are most likely to be bullies if they're out of balance and they have been bullied themselves or they have been treated poorly in some way, especially when they're growing up. They can be the biggest bullies. And it takes a bully to set a bully straight. So if you're a first chakra operating mode, if you're the initiator and you're more on the balance spectrum and you see somebody else bullying, don't let them get away with it. Stand up to the bully, help the person who's in need, because not everybody can do that. It's not within their nature. And with the ones, though, that's part of the nature. Okay, good. So here's Stormy. She had this brief encounter with Trump years ago that has caused her so much trouble. And she has been able to rise above in spite of it. And she's been able to stand up and fight back because she's that initiator. She's the one. She is standing up to the bully. She also has the third chakra operating mode. So she has the gift of gab. She knows what to say. Off the top of her head, she can think of something to say. So when that defense attorney was going after her and insulting her, she had something right away to say back to her, which we all thought was pretty great. So she, I think, is going to land on her feet. She's one of those people that tends to land on her feet. Has she had some issues? Has she had some fear and, concern for her own mortality? Yes, yes. But I think it's important for us as women who understand about this whole Me Too movement, even though she was not claiming that he raped her. We all know what it's like. We all do, because it's just been going on for way too long. So as women, especially, we need to stand up for other women. We're standing up, and don't judge her. She did what she had to do. She had an upbringing that led her to what she's doing so she could make money. And anyway, so I think she's doing great. She's going to land on her feet. And I'm interested to see what happens out of this, because I think because of all the interest people have had in her and the ability she has to stand up for herself and be in her power, I think she's going to get so many other opportunities. And she's going to be writing movies or shows or something that's going to reveal a whole lot more that I think will be very empowering for women. So I look forward to seeing what Stormy has in store for us. All right. So let me know your thoughts. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back with another story in a few minutes. Bye.